The illusion of sameness, shattering assumptions and embracing the power of diverse perspectives. Welcome to a groundbreaking exploration of human interaction and communication. Today, we're diving deep into a revolutionary concept that has the power to transform our personal and professional relationships. This insight comes from the brilliant mind of Shannan Wheeler, a visionary thinker whose work is reshaping how we understand human connection and empathy. Shannon's dedication to fostering genuine understanding between people is not just inspiring, it's a catalyst for positive change in our increasingly complex world. Imagine a world where every conversation is an opportunity for growth, where every interaction leads to deeper understanding. This isn't just a utopian dream, it's a reality we can create, starting today. But to get there, we need to challenge one of our most deeply ingrained habits, the assumption that everyone thinks and reacts just like we do. How many times have you caught yourself saying, if I were in their shoes, I would have, or I can't believe they reacted that way, bro? We've all been there. It's human nature to project our own thoughts and reactions onto others. But what if I told you that this very habit is the invisible barrier standing between us and truly meaningful connections? Today, we're going to shatter that barrier. We're going to explore a counterintuitive idea that challenges everything we think we know about human interaction. It's the radical notion that everyone doesn't and shouldn't think or react the same way you do. Now, you might be thinking, of course I know that, but do we really? Do we truly internalize this concept and apply it in our daily lives? The uncomfortable truth is that most of us don't. We pay lip service to the idea of diversity, but when it comes to actual thoughts and reactions, we often expect others to align with our own perspectives. Let's dive deeper into this idea. Imagine you're in a high-stakes business meeting. Your colleague presents an idea that you think is completely off base. Your immediate reaction might be to shut it down, to explain why it won't work. But what if instead of reacting based on your own perspective, you took a moment to truly listen and understand where they're coming from? This is the crux of Shannon's insight, allowing others to express themselves fully before deciding how to respond. It's about creating a space where diverse thoughts can flourish, where we don't immediately judge or react based on our own biases and experiences. Now, you might be wondering, why is this so important? Isn't it more efficient to quickly assess and respond? Well, let's consider a few key points that challenge this assumption. First, let's talk about the power of embracing diversity in thought. In today's globalized world, we're constantly interacting with people from different backgrounds, cultures, and experiences. Each person brings a unique perspective to the table. By recognizing and valuing these diverse viewpoints, we're not just being polite. We're opening ourselves up to a world of innovation and creativity that we might never have accessed on our own. Think about some of the most groundbreaking inventions or business ideas of our time. Many of them came from looking at problems from a completely different angle. By allowing space for diverse thoughts, we're essentially creating an environment ripe for innovation and creativity. We're tapping into the collective intelligence of our teams, our communities, and our world. But it's not just about innovation. It's about creating a more inclusive, empathetic world. When we truly embrace the idea that others don't think like us, we open ourselves up to genuine understanding. We move beyond tolerance to true acceptance and appreciation of differences. This brings us to our second key point, the transformative power of active listening. This isn't just about hearing the words someone is saying, but truly seeking to understand their perspective. It's about suspending our own judgments and biases, even if just for a moment, to fully absorb what the other person is communicating. Imagine the last time you felt truly heard and understood. How did it make you feel? Valued, respected, empowered. Now imagine creating that feeling for others in your personal and professional life. The impact could be nothing short of revolutionary. When we practice active listening, we're not just improving our relationships. We're creating an environment where people feel safe to express their true thoughts and ideas. We're fostering creativity, encouraging innovation, and building stronger, more resilient teams and communities. Lastly, let's talk about adaptability. In a world that's constantly changing, the ability to adapt and pivot based on new information or perspective is crucial. By being open to different viewpoints, we become more flexible in our thinking and our approach to problem solving. This adaptability is not just a nice-to-have skill, it's becoming increasingly essential for success in both our personal and professional lives. The world is changing at an unprecedented pace. Those who can adapt, who can understand, and work with diverse perspectives will be the leaders of tomorrow. Now, I know what you might be thinking. This all sounds great in theory, but does it really work in practice? Well, let me share a few real-world examples that illustrate the power of this approach. Consider the case of Shannon Sharpe's viral interview with comedian Cat Williams. This interview didn't just go viral, it exploded, garnering an astounding 70 million views on YouTube. What made it so successful? Was it just the star power of the guests? No. The secret sauce was Sharpe's approach of letting his guests speak freely without pushing them into any specific narrative. By allowing Williams to express himself authentically, Sharpe created a genuine conversation that resonated with a wide audience. He didn't try to control the narrative or impose his own thoughts. Instead, he created a space where Williams could be truly heard. The results were staggering. This single interview led to a 15-fold increase in revenue for Sharpe's show, Club Shay Shay, transforming it into a must-watch program. But more than that, it highlighted the potential for black media to achieve groundbreaking success and influence in mainstream media. This example perfectly encapsulates what Shannon was talking about. By allowing others to express themselves freely without imposing our own thoughts or expectations, we can create something truly impactful. We can tap into a level of authenticity and connection that resonates with people on a deep level. Let's look at another example, this time from the world of leadership. Emily Chang, known for her insightful podcasts, emphasizes the importance of authenticity and adaptability in leadership roles. Chang suggests that embracing cultural adaptability and humility can lead to more effective engagement with diverse teams and audiences. Think about the implications of this in a business context. As leaders, we often feel pressure to have all the answers, to always know the right direction. But what if we approach leadership with more humility, recognizing that our team members might have insights or perspectives that we haven't considered? By creating an environment where team members feel free to express their ideas without fear of judgment, we can tap into a wealth of creativity and innovation. This approach has led Chang to successful leadership roles and impactful conversations in her podcast, contributing to a broader understanding of the importance of authenticity and adaptability in leadership. Now let's consider one more example that really drives home the power of this approach. Jerome D. Love's conversation with Shannon Sharpe on the Black Money Tree podcast explored Sharpe's journey to success and the importance of authenticity and resilience. Throughout the conversation, Sharpe emphasized the power of staying true to oneself while being open to learning from others. This conversation provided invaluable insights for listeners aiming to achieve their goals. It highlighted how understanding and respecting individual perspectives and experiences can lead to personal growth and success. Sharpe's story is a testament to the power of authenticity and the importance of being open to diverse perspectives. These examples all point to a fundamental truth that Shannan Wheeler shared. By allowing others to express themselves freely and approaching these expressions with an open mind, we can create more meaningful connections, foster innovation, and achieve greater success in both our personal and professional lives. But here's where it gets really interesting. This approach doesn't just benefit others, it benefits us too. When we open ourselves up to diverse perspectives, we expand our own understanding of the world. We become more empathetic, more adaptable, and ultimately more effective in our interactions with others. Think about the last time you had a disagreement with someone. What if, instead of immediately defending your position, you had taken the time to truly understand theirs? You might have learned something new, found common ground, or even come up with a better solution together. This is the power of the insight Shannon shared. It's not just about being nice or polite, it's about creating an environment where the best ideas can flourish, where innovation is encouraged, and where everyone feels valued and heard. Now, I know this isn't always easy. Our brains are wired to make quick judgments, to categorize information based on our past experiences. It takes conscious effort to pause, to listen, to truly consider a perspective different from our own. But the potential rewards are immense. Imagine a workplace where every team member feels comfortable sharing their ideas, where diversity of thought is not just tolerated, but celebrated. Imagine personal relationships where misunderstandings are reduced because we take the time to truly understand each other's perspectives. This is the world we can create by embracing this approach. But let's be clear. This isn't just about creating a more harmonious world. It's about unleashing our full potential as individuals and as a society. When we truly embrace diverse perspectives, we open ourselves up to a world of possibilities we might never have imagined. Think about the challenges we face as a society: climate change, inequality, technological disruption. These are complex problems that require innovative solutions. And where do innovative solutions come from? They come from bringing together diverse perspectives, from challenging our assumptions, from being open to ideas that might at first seem strange or counterintuitive. By embracing the idea that everyone doesn't think or react the same way we do, we're not just improving our personal relationships or our work environments. We're equipping ourselves with the tools we need to tackle the biggest challenges of our time. So, as we wrap up today, I want to leave you with a challenge that, if accepted, could transform your life and the lives of those around you, a challenge that could ripple out and change the world. Here it is. In your next interaction, whether it's a business meeting, a conversation with a friend, or even a disagreement with a family member, consciously resist the urge to assume you know what they're thinking or how they'll react. Instead, approach the interaction with genuine curiosity. Allow the other person to express themselves fully before you respond. Really listen to what they're saying, not just to the words, but to the meaning behind them. Try to understand their perspective, even if, especially if, it's different from your own. And here's the really important part. Pay attention to what happens. Notice how the other person responds when they feel truly heard. Notice how it changes the dynamic of the conversation. Notice what you learn or what new ideas emerge from this approach. Remember, the goal isn't to always agree with everyone. It's to create an environment where diverse thoughts can be expressed and considered. It's about recognizing that everyone doesn't think or react the same way you do. And that's okay. In fact, it's more than okay. It's valuable. As Shannan Wheeler so insightfully pointed out, when we allow others to express themselves freely, we open up a world of possibilities. We create space for innovation, for understanding, for growth. We build stronger relationships, more effective teams, and ultimately a more inclusive and collaborative world. So I challenge you to take this insight and run with it. Make it a part of your daily life. Be the person who listens without judgment, who seeks to understand before being understood. Be the leader who creates space for diverse thoughts and ideas. Be the friend who truly hears what others are saying. Because here's the truth. In a world that often seems divided, where misunderstanding and conflict are all too common, this approach has the power to bridge divides, to foster innovation, and to create real, lasting change. You have the power to make this change. You have the ability to create a ripple effect that could transform your workplace, your community, and even the world. Will you accept this challenge? Will you be the one to break down the barriers of assumption and truly embrace the power of diverse perspectives? The choice is yours. But remember, every interaction is an opportunity to learn, to grow, and to connect. By embracing this approach, we're not just improving our own lives, we're contributing to a more understanding, innovative, and collaborative world. So go forth and listen. Go forth and understand. Go forth and embrace the beautiful diversity of human thought and experience. Because when we do, there's no limit to what we can achieve together. Thank you.